Hi and welcome to the Azam Shop YouTube channel. I'm your host Muhammad Azam with another great video. In this video I'm going to show you how you can add annotations to your basically UI, whatever that's called, UI map view control, right? So let me actually run this application, and if you want to start from the very beginning, I highly recommend that you check out part number 19, in which I discussed the introduction to basically the UI MapKit. So let's run this. I'm just going to drag it over here, and you will see that it displays a map of the United States, and it puts a point, which is our current location. Of course, this is running in a simulator or emulator. This is not really my current. This is not really the absolute current position. I'm not in San Francisco, by the way. I would love to be, but I'm not there. So this is the position, and what we want to do is to initially kind of like zoom into the position. It's right now it's giving a kind of like a bird's eye view, okay, or an eagle view, you want to call it. And what we want to do is we want to zoom into it, okay. So let's go ahead and go into the did add annotation views, which is this one, and this is fired every time you add an annotation. All right. So we're just going to say MK annotation view, and we're just going to say annotation view, and we have different views. So we're just going to get the one on the top, basically, which is at index number 0. Okay, because you can have like different annotation views on the screen. MK annotation, and then we can say this is our basically placement, and let's say annotation view, and we are going to get the annotation. And what we're trying to do right now is to kind of zoom in our current position, so we don't have to pinch zoom and all that stuff. We're going to create an object or basically a structure for the MK coordinate region, okay, and MK coordinate region with distance. So with distance will allow you to let's say over here 250 and 250. So this will allow you to kind of like zoom it at a particular position, okay. Self.map view, and then we can say set the region, which is region. And let's actually run this application again, and now we will see that it will zoom into our current position, which is right over here somewhere. Okay, here we go. So but you saw that the zooming in was not really animated, and you have to kind of like give much better experience of zooming in. Okay, so let's actually do that. You can easily achieve that by just adding animated and yes. By the way, in the background you can actually hear my daughter talking, so I cannot really do anything about that, I guess. But so here we go, and now you can see the effect that it's kind of animated while it was zooming in. And now if I click on this, it will of course show that this is my current location, okay, which in reality it is not. It's just the emulator. And in part number 19 I discussed that you can kind of pretend to be in different parts of the world. And if just go ahead and watch Learning iOS Development part number 19, which is on MapKit, and you will have much better idea. So we got that thing running, but now one more thing that we need to do is to add our own custom annotation, okay? And this might be useful in many different scenarios. Let's say that you are currently at I don't know, in the San Francisco area, like in a Pier 39 somewhere, and you want to find out, like an application you're building, that it wants to find out that what are some good restaurants nearby. So what you will do, you will drop the pins on the map and surrounding your current location with those pins, and each pin will kind of identifying the location, like a soup place or a pizza place or something like that, and then you can track the distance or anything like that. All right. So that's the main purpose of the annotation. We have already created a class for our annotation. It's called map view annotation. It consists of a title and a coordinate system where it will be displayed. And all that is left to do now is to add that into our page. Okay. So let's do that. Now I went to some website. Let me actually see. It's called itouchmap.com, and I just got the position which is really close to my current position in the emulator. Okay, so I just touch on the screen and it just gave me some latitude and longitude which is close by to my position. So I'm just going to set that thing up. So I'm just going to say location and location dot latitude, and latitude is 37.78608, and location dot longitude minus 122.405398.398. Okay, so this position which I just implemented over here, this is very close to what Apple points out to my current location in San Francisco. So that's why I want to give this position, so that you will have an idea, okay, that the map view is being, or the custom annotation is being displayed. So I'm just going to say map annotation and map view annotation, and we have our method which is called init with title, and and we can over here we can say custom annotation, and we can pass in the coordinate, which in this case is location. And finally we can add that to self.mapView, add annotation, map annotation. Does it have animated? It doesn't have that. Okay, so let's run this, and it's going to add our custom annotation, and by default the custom annotation, if you're not configuring it, it will come out to be a red pin, and you can see over here that it added this annotation, and this is our own custom annotation that we just added, and it's very close to the actual location, projected location where I am. Okay, so you can do many different things. I mean, right now the annotation is displayed as a pin. You can change its view. I mean, you can change it to anything. You can say this is a building, and you can actually display a building instead of a pin, which we'll cover in the later tutorial that I'm working on. Let me actually show you some articles. Now, if you let me just yeah, here we go. So this is the High on Coding is my website if you are not familiar with that, but you can go and read all the articles about MapKit framework and all that, and I go into real detail, and here you go. You can actually see that, I mean, you can actually change the view or the annotation pop-up. Not even that, you can actually change the whole thing. So now it displays a house and not really a pin. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you can display different things, each representing, its own category or something. That is pretty much it, and I hope you like this video, and if you do, you can donate by going to PayPal and sending your donations to azamsharp@gmail.com, and that's pretty much it. And I hope you like this video, and stay tuned for more.